Imagine descending into the Earth's hidden depths, where light is swallowed by darkness and silence feels like a living, breathing entity. The air grows colder with every step, the paths narrower, and the pressure of millions of tons of rock overhead, a constant reminder of how fragile your existence is in such an alien world. Now, picture a storm raging above ground, its torrential rain transforming the cave into a labyrinth of rushing floodwaters. The rising tide cuts off escape routes, and with each passing hour, survival becomes a race against time, willpower, and the raw power of nature itself. These stories of daring and disaster are not myths, but real events where explorers faced unimaginable challenges in the world's most dangerous caves. Today, we delve into two extraordinary accounts, stories of bravery, survival, and tragedy that highlight both the power of human determination and the unforgiving wrath of nature. In the fall of 2018, Robbie Schoen, an internationally renowned British photographer, embarked on the expedition of a lifetime. His destination, Varyovkina Cave, the deepest known cave system in the world. This staggering marvel of nature, plunging an incomprehensible 7,257 feet beneath the surface, is nestled within the Arabica Massif in the western Caucasus of Georgia. For Robbie, this wasn't just an adventure. It was an opportunity to capture the hidden beauty of a subterranean world that few humans had ever dared to explore. But Robbie didn't venture into the depths alone. At his side was his close friend and climbing partner Jeff Wade, as well as an elite team of Russian cavers led by Pavel Demidov, a man whose experience in the field of extreme caving was legendary. Joining them were Konstantin, Petar, and Andreas, seasoned experts who had tackled some of the most treacherous cave systems on Earth. Together, they aimed to explore and document the cave's deepest reaches while facing the relentless challenges it would throw their way. Varyovkina Cave is more than just a geological marvel. It is a monument to nature's raw and untamed power. Its vast chambers are adorned with mineral formations that shimmer like jewels under the beam of a headlamp. Gigantic stalactites hang from the ceiling like ancient chandeliers, while stalagmites rise like jagged teeth from the floor. The cave's passages twist and turn unpredictably, some narrowing to mere inches, and others opening into towering vertical shafts that plunge hundreds of feet. Yet, for all its beauty, Varyovkina is also a place of immense peril. Its labyrinthine passages are unforgiving, and the ever-present threat of flooding makes even the most experienced cavers proceed with caution. This duality of stunning wonder and lurking danger draws explorers from around the world, but only the best come prepared to face its challenges. The team's journey began under ominous conditions. Torrential rains had battered the region for days, turning the mountainsides into rivers of mud. For cavers, rainfall is no small concern. It is a direct threat. Underground caves, often carved by water over millennia, can rapidly transform into raging torrents during heavy rain. Despite this, the team pressed forward, their years of experience giving them the confidence to take on the challenge. Stepping into the cave's yawning entrance, the outside world faded away. The roar of the storm above was replaced by the steady drip of water and the echo of their footsteps against ancient rock. Armed with headlamps, ropes, and cameras, they began their descent into the unknown. The initial stages of the descent revealed breathtaking sights. Robbie's camera captured awe-inspiring images of a world untouched by time or light. The walls of the cave sparkled with mineral deposits, and the vast chambers seemed to stretch endlessly into the void. It was a photographer's paradise, and every shot was a triumph. But as they ventured deeper, the challenges mounted. Vertical drops of over 300 feet required meticulous rope work, while narrow passageways forced the team to crawl on their stomachs. The air grew colder and more humid, and the oppressive silence was broken only by the sounds of their breathing and the occasional clink of climbing gear. By the time they reached Camp 5, over a week into their journey, every muscle in their bodies ached from the physical toll. The first signs of trouble were subtle. Small trickles of water began to snake their way down the walls, a reminder of the storm raging above. But within hours, those trickles became torrents. The relentless rain had triggered a massive flood pulse, and the cave was quickly transforming into a deadly underground river. The team sprang into action, scrambling to higher ground. Communication became impossible over the deafening roar of rushing water. Slick ropes, their only lifelines, were almost impossible to grip as icy water surged around them. Robbie clung desperately to one rope as water pummeled him from above, his hands raw and freezing. Below him, Jeff fought to keep his footing in the churning floodwaters. In one particularly harrowing vertical shaft, the team faced their greatest challenge yet. Water cascaded down with such force that climbing became nearly impossible. Yet, inch by inch, they pushed upward, driven by sheer determination and the unbreakable bond of teamwork. After what felt like an eternity, they emerged into the open air, soaked, battered, and utterly exhausted. Their escape from the depths of Varyovkina Cave was nothing short of a miracle, a testament to their resilience and unity. In 1980, Steve Wilson, known among his friends as the ultimate outdoorsman, set out on what should have been a routine adventure. An experienced explorer with a deep love for nature, Steve had spent years hiking, fishing, and spelunking across the wilds of Arkansas. But this time, he and his friends, Hogan Bledsoe, Mike Hill, and Hugh Shell, decided to tackle Roland Cave, a long-abandoned system known for its dangerous flooding. Their goal was ambitious: to explore the cave's depths and uncover a potential connection to the nearby Blanchard Springs caverns. Little did they know, their adventure would become a life-and-death struggle against the elements. The journey began with excitement. The group marveled at Roland Cave's eerie beauty. Slick walls glistening with moisture, stalactites hanging like icy daggers, and the faint echo of their footsteps in the darkness. But outside, heavy rain began to fall, a storm they had not anticipated. By the time the group turned back, the rising floodwaters had already cut off their escape. Trapped deep underground, they set up a makeshift shelter and waited, hoping the water would recede. But as hours turned into days, their situation grew dire. Supplies dwindled. The constant dampness sapped their strength, and Hugh's diabetes became a ticking clock. Unbeknownst to the group, a massive rescue operation was underway. Friends who knew their plans had sounded the alarm, prompting local teams and the U.S. Navy to join the effort. After days of relentless flooding, a Navy diver finally broke through the submerged tunnel, bringing hope to the stranded explorers. The rescue plan was audacious. Each explorer would have to scuba dive through the flooded passage, a daunting task for men who had never used scuba gear before. Exhausted and terrified, they had no choice but to trust their rescuers. One by one, they entered the water. Mike nearly drowned when his mask slipped, but Hogan and Hugh managed to make it through. Steve, the last to dive, paused to reflect on the ordeal before plunging into the icy depths. Emerging into the open air, the group was greeted by cheers and tears of relief. But their joy was tempered by tragedy. One of the rescuers, a Navy diver who had risked everything to save them, suffered a fatal heart attack after the mission. The stories of Varyovkina and Roland Cave are powerful reminders of nature's duality, its breathtaking beauty and its capacity for destruction. These explorers faced impossible odds and emerged with their lives, but their experiences underscore the importance of preparation, respect, and teamwork in the face of the unknown. Let these stories serve as a testament to human courage and the raw power of nature. Share them to honor the bravery of those who venture into the unknown. And remember, true adventure requires not only daring, but also respect and preparation. Whether you're exploring the depths of the earth or facing challenges in your own life, always take the necessary precautions. And never forget the strength of the human spirit.